Hello and welcome back to Passport to Progress. We are heading on to Module 2 and our next destination is Paris, France. If you guys are excited to continue to build the foundations to your business so you can consistently make forward progress, then you definitely want to stay tuned. Again, I am Sam Thomas. I'm a mompreneur, a leader within my Pampered Chef business, and I am here to teach you the strategies and tools to be consistent in your business moving forward. Okay, so if you remember last week, we talked a lot about target market, about making sure that you're focused on who you can help. And hopefully you guys all completed that problem set so you could collect your passport stamp as part of the program. And today we are going to move to Paris, France, where we're going to continue to build just like they built the Eiffel Tower. And it didn't happen overnight. Okay, guys, that's super important for you to remember is that to build a successful business, consistency is key, and it's not going to happen with the flip of a switch. It's going to take time to build up. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen here so we can get started into the content of Module 2. So today we're going to talk about prospecting and what that means, building a network, you incorporated, and what are you offering? These are all going to be the next steps to understanding how you're going to create a business that's going to keep working for you and moving your business forward to help reach the goals that you have. So let's get started. What is prospecting? Okay, one encyclopedia shares the prospecting within the business is the first step in the sales process, which consists of identifying potential customers or AKA prospects. In our network marketing businesses, prospecting may be finding potential customers, potential hosts, potential team members, okay? So those are all types of prospects for different things. And the goal of prospecting is really to develop that database of likely customers or hosts or team members, and then systematically communicating with them in hopes of converting them from a potential customer or host or team member to a current customer, host, or team member. So let's talk about ways to prospect. There are two different ways to prospect, and there's probably more than this, but many times in network marketing, we are trained on the traditional method. And that is, like we talked about last time, everybody can be your prospect. The purpose of you talking to people or prospects is to get a booking, a sale, or a new team member. You are often reaching out to them to host, buy, or join your team. And you represent your company and your salesperson for that company. So in my company, you represent Pampered Chef, you're a salesperson for Pampered Chef, and your brand is Pampered Chef. We are going to be able to use parts of traditional prospecting. Some of you may use that still, and it is very effective for some people, but it's not as effective for others. So I also wanted to share another method of prospecting, which I am currently using in my business, and that's called attraction marketing. And in attraction marketing, not everyone is your prospect. You're really going to hone in on that target market like we worked on before. You're going to attract that perfect prospect. You seek to solve the problems of your perfect prospect, and you represent your brand, which is you, and the product or service that your company offers is part of how your brand helps people. Okay, as we move forward through this, you're going to find there's not a right way or a wrong way to do this. It's going to be what works and what doesn't. And you might be taking pieces of both methods and marrying them up. And I'm going to talk to you about how you can do that moving forward. So let's talk about network marketing or direct sales. Everybody here is in a direct sales company or a network marketing company. If you're my team members, you're in part of Pampered Chef. And what we do in a business like this is you're going to use your network to directly sell your product or service to your prospects. Okay, so In my line of business, the products are going to be awesome, high quality kitchen tools, and the service might be, mealtime solutions, recipes, workshops to teach people how to use the tools, etc. And really, there's no middleman, right? It's whoever your network marketing business or direct sales business is, and you sell that to the person. So again, Pampered Chef, we sell directly from that company. There's no Amazon or anything in between. And that's really what makes network marketing and direct sales so cool, is because you have control over what you're selling, how much you're selling, and you get to be that personal contact and that relationship builder and that brand that somebody is going to keep coming back to. So I'm curious, what network are you using currently? A lot of us start out with our personal network of friends and family. Okay. Maybe it's strangers you meet, or maybe it's people who start to follow you on social media. There's lots of different ways to do it. Now, part of the problem with network marketing and direct sales is that many people get stuck in the personal network of friends and family. And guys, then they burn through people like this, and that's all they go to for to get sales and to get bookings and to get hosts, and then you become that really annoying family member that is spamming your family and friends all the time with the same product, the same sales, etc. So my goal, guys, is to teach you, we can start here, but we want to move out of that fast. And you know what? Some of your family and friends may stay in your target market. They may always be that great host or customer, or maybe even a team member, but those aren't going to be the people we rely on. We want to create a following of people that love our product, love what we have to offer, love the solutions that you're offering, and relate to you personally. So let's talk about building a network. With traditional prospecting, you are going to rely, like I said, on your current network of family and friends, particularly to start. And then you're going to use the network of everyone you know, acquaintances, relatives, people you know through your kids, and you often will send messages or reach out to them. Okay, so many of you on my team have done this traditional method before. And then a different way of doing it is via attraction marketing. And this is really going to utilize more of a social media, social selling standpoint, where you're going to build a new network of people who know, like, and trust you. And you're really going to build your brand to feed your network. So again, there's no right or wrong way to do this. And you might start out with using some of those traditional methods to jumpstart your business, or to, keep it going for the time being. And then putting in some of those attraction marketing pieces and starting to build that presence and get new people to follow you on social media and building your brand that way. It's going to be up to you, though, how you want to approach this. So let's talk about branding you. No matter what method you're going to use, I really, really encourage you. Sorry, guys. There we go. I really, really encourage you to brand yourself. Okay. That is going to be super important. And this is going to be something that you can use no matter how you're selling. Okay. So you're going to kind of come up with a brand for yourself in an at-home party or a virtual party or socially selling on social media. But you want something that's going to be unique to you. What sets you apart from others? What do you offer that is different from other consultants in the same company that you're in, or even companies that are similar? What products and services are you offering as you, and not that might be a little bit different than what other people in the business are offering? And what makes you special? So I'm going to kind of go through an exercise here that I want you to think about. And a lot of people go into this business and they want to do this, but they're like, oh, I'm not into sales. I'm not good at sales. And the truth is that network marketing and direct sales, you are going to be doing sales. You are going to be selling stuff, but it's how you approach it that's different. So I really want you to think, are you a problem solver? Okay. And all of us are going to be a problem solver to an extent, but are you that person that is going to solve your target market's problems of what's for dinner, how to make easy, quick lunches, healthy snacks, less processed foods, maybe how to entertain quickly, whatever your target market is? Do you see yourself as a problem solver? Or do you see yourself as a teacher, teaching somebody how to use your products? Okay. So again, in my business, teaching somebody how to create meals and use these tools in their own kitchen. If you're in a different network marketing business, teaching someone how to do their makeup, teaching someone how to set up a healthy lifestyle, how to use supplements appropriately, whatever it is, right? Are you a teacher? So you can be a problem solver, a teacher. The next one is, are you a go-to guru? Do you know a ton about recipes and cool foodie things and Pinterest and all the up and coming food trends or all the up and coming fashion trends if you're in a different network marketing company? And if you do, are you that go-to guru that somebody's going to be like, okay, I need a really hot recipe that's going to wow people? Okay. Are you the foodie that they're going to follow because you make these awesome recipes and share them? And then the last one is, and oh my gosh, I'm going to blank on this now. Give me a second. So we have problem solver, teacher, go-to guru. I'll think of it in a minute, but either way, these are giving you some options, okay, on where you can kind of start identifying and branding yourself so people know who you are and why they should relate to you. Okay, so I want you to really think about that because I'm going to also ask you about it later as part of our problem set. So I'm going to share my screen again. Okay, so, when we're talking about what do you offer that is different than others, this is really going to be important to start defining. And part of it is going to be deciding what products and service you're offering. So are you somebody that's going to be offering value and tips through a VIP social Facebook community? Are you going to be somebody that's only offering virtual parties, but they're, the bomb.com because you provide so much information, tips, value in them? Are you going to be somebody that is providing freezer meal workshops or cooking parties or cooking workshops to teach people hands-on how to use stuff? Or are you just going to kind of be the person that shares what kind of tools are out there through social selling and catalogs? And that's really important for you to identify up front so you have some clarity on how you're going to share your product and service with your target market. And then again, what makes you special? And we're going to go through how you're going to identify this next, because this is going to be a big part of rebranding yourself. So what makes you special from somebody else? I personally am a busy mom that loves fitness and food, and I'm like putting these things together to create healthy lifestyle for my family. And that's what makes me special and different than my leader, who is an empty nester, and she also loves fitness and food, but she is all about the gourmet and the tasty stuff, and she's a foodie. Okay, I'm not so much a foodie as she is, but we each have our own special talents and our own special personality that attracts people to us. And so I want you guys to think about what makes you special. Okay, what makes you different than another consultant out there or another business out there? And then we're going to start updating our personal social media profile. Guys, even if you're not techie, you need to have a social media presence, okay? Doesn't have to be huge, but we definitely want to start updating the social media profile because it's where a lot of people go to just kind of get to know you. They meet you at the grocery store, they meet you at a party, they're going to go look you up on social media. So no matter what social media platform you're using, I recommend, if you're not on one yet, start with Facebook or Instagram. Those are, the easiest ways to get started. And you're going to create or redesign your social media profile with your target market in mind. So that target market activity that we completed in module 1, you're going to need that for module 2. And you need to think about what will compel them to follow you. You know, what are your interests? What are you sharing on your profile? What values do you wish to convey? You're going to want to remove any unprofessional or polarizing posts or content, unless that's part of your strategy, your marketing strategy, or part of your target market. Okay, but if it's not, if you're like me and I sell kitchen tools and mealtime solutions, I don't want to put something political or super polarizing or unprofessional up, because it could deter those customers or potential prospects from following me in the future. And then I want you guys to go in and remove spammy or salesy posts or repeat posts about your business, about selling, about sales, parties, etc. Okay. I'm sure there's a lot of you on here, and trust me, guys, I was guilty of it when I started, that every time you needed to make numbers or you had a party, you were posting, oh, look at this sale. Oh, come get it. Oh, who wants to host a party? And that was all that was on your social media profile, or most of what was on your social media profile. If that's you, go in now, remove most of them, because guys, that should only be about 5 to 10% of your posts. So if it's exceeding that, then you're being seen as a business representative, and some people might see you as spammy and not authentic. Okay, so that's going to be part of the creating or redesigning your social media profile. So let's talk about how we're going to do this. Okay, profile elements to consider. We're going to go through mine on Facebook personally, and I because that's what I use, but Instagram and TikTok have similar type things. So your header image, or that's going to be your cover image on Facebook, you want to make it something that represents you and who you are, and your profile picture. So let me stop sharing this really quick, and I'm going to head over to my Facebook profile so you guys can see an example of how I'm starting to brand myself personally on Facebook. Okay, so here we go. Share my screen. Okay, so you can see my header image. I'm a mom. That's how I brand myself. I'm a mompreneur. I'm a mom and mealtime expert. It's me and my kids, and my kid crying. And what's great about this is it shows that it's real, right? This is not that perfect picture where every kid looks perfect. Like, you know, it just is what it is. And that's how my family is. And then my profile picture in the middle is similar to what's on my header, so people know who I am and that it's consistent. Okay, so the next piece that you're going to have is a short bio or intro information about you. Okay, so in both Instagram and Facebook, you can edit this here at the top, and I recommend putting 4 to 5 things that represent you and who you are. And then you can go down to your intro and put pieces together like your interests, hobbies, etc. You can get really into this, guys, but if you're not super big on social media, do the basics, start with the basics, and don't waste the time going all in the weeds. Just get the basics set up so you can start moving through the next steps to building that network and that following. And then again, featured photos, groups, and pages. You guys, if you have a bunch of these, you can start getting into that. If not, if you don't even know what this is, skip this step for now. And then you also have a friends list feature. And I really want to go over this because this is super important. You have friends, guys, and you can actually categorize them into different groups. Okay, so let me see. Here we go. I'm going to go. This is my sister-in-law. Okay, and I'm going to click friends here, and I can go to edit friend list on her. Okay, and I can click she's family, or I have one in here, network marketer. Like, and if I then want to post something specifically for my family, I can check that when I do a post. If I'm doing something that I specifically want to go towards just people who do network marketing businesses, then I'll do that. Or you might even make one that is like your target market group. And as you start having new followers, you click them under that and start editing those out. If you have people in your friends list that you have not seen. They do not have a picture. I'm going to scroll down further. Well, I guess it's not going to let me. That you don't talk to, that don't fit your target market. You guys can keep them on for a little bit, but like, here's one. She doesn't even have a profile anymore. So I can probably remove her from my friends list because she doesn't need to be there. Here's another one. Okay. And that way you make room for followers that actually want to see what you're posting on your social media platform. Okay, so, and then again, your posts, super important to monitor your posts and know what you're putting up. I cycle through some content of mindset, stuff that I did with my family. Worship is important to me. I did put my one pampered chef post here, guys, but it's not about, hey, I'm selling this. I'm saying goodbye to some products at the end of the month. So I asked if people were interested, and then I can create those personal conversations with them. Okay, videos, my kids with cooking. So again, you can see me rotating through content, and it is not all about my business. Okay, they're getting to know me and what I have to offer. And even my video here doesn't actually talk about me selling Pampered Chef. It's just talking about how I made something and I use my Pampered Chef products in it. So that's my personal business. If you are in another network marketing business or direct sales business, you again can get the concept and tailor it to you. Okay. Oh, and I stopped sharing my screen and I need you guys to see it. Okay, so that is going to be the very first steps to starting to make over your social media profile. And really what you want people to do is when they go to visit your profile, you want them to think I found what I'm looking for. I really think I want to follow this person. They look fun. They look like they're offering stuff that I'd be interested in seeing in my newsfeed. Because guys, we have so many choices of people. And trust me, those people that you're like, oh, I just don't want to see that anymore. And you take them off your newsfeed, or you can just scroll right past them. You want to be that person that people get excited about seeing, and that your target market in particular is going to relate to and be looking forward to see what you're having to post. So let's talk about how to get started, how to start getting new people in your network with your brand. Okay, so we are going to use a method here, and this is going to be used no matter how you are prospecting or how you are offering your business. You're going to attract, influence, and roll. Okay, and I'm going to show you how this relates to social selling as well as selling in parties. Attract is focusing on the problem of your target market and offering a solution to that problem. Okay, offering a solution to that problem. So you did your target market exercise module 1, and you should start having a list of problems that are needing to be solved. And so that's how you're going to start your opening statement in your posts, in your parties, on your social media, when you're talking to people. So one of the things that I might say is, do you struggle finding quick and easy recipes for dinner time so you can sit down with your family to eat? Do you struggle with meal prep? Again, these are all very related to me and my business. And that is how I'm going to attract them, right? If somebody struggles with meal prep, they're gonna be like, oh, maybe I want to watch this. Do you struggle getting vegetables into your diet? Do you struggle with produce going bad because you don't cut it up? Like, lots of different things. You ask a question and gain their interest. Okay. And we're going to go through how to start doing some of these headlines and pieces like that and attention getters down the road. But this is how it's going to work. And then you're going to offer the solution to that problem. For me, I have an amazing mandolin that helps me prep stuff like this. And or I have an amazing pressure cooker that allows me to make super quick meals, or put a meal in the pressure cooker and walk away to do something else with my family. Okay, you see how it's kind of relating, that I have a solution to the problem, but I'm then going to, after I attract them with that problem, influence them. I'm going to provide value I'm going to provide value by helping people even if they decide not to purchase or join. So again, in our business, the way we do this is providing recipes, providing tips, providing resources, providing links to the blog associated with our business, with Pampered Chef. You're going to provide that value that is not anything having to do with sales or joining, and that you're going to put that in your parties too. Okay, because you want people to walk away with something and see that you are not just there to get their money. And then after that, after you start attracting people and influencing them and showing them that you are authentic, and you start building that relationship with them, then you're going to start enrolling people. And enrolling means having people host, having people buy, or having people join you because they trust you. All these steps, these 3 steps here, attract, influence, and enroll, are about creating a know, like, and trust factor, and is what is going to make your potential prospects come to you over somebody else when you start having that relatability. So let's talk about your problem set for this week. We had a lot of stuff that we went over today and that we're going to unpack further as we move through our trip and we go around the world. But I want you to focus on really thinking about the answers to these questions. What sets you apart from others? What do you offer that is different from others? What products and services are you offering as you personally? Again, are you doing parties? Are you doing workshops? Are you doing cooking events? Whatever is offered, what are you offering personally? And then what makes you special? Are you a problem solver? Are you a teacher? Are you a go-to guru? What makes you special? Okay, because you want to dig deep into that and how you're going to help those people and provide value. So that's number 1. You need to answer those questions, and you're going to post them in our training community so we can see the answers to those. The next part to this problem set is you're going to update one social media profile. Okay, so pick your primary one. Again, if you don't have one, start with Facebook or Instagram. I would say in my personal opinion, if you're still doing parties and working that route, I'd stick with Facebook. If you're going to lean more towards the social selling route, you can do Facebook or Instagram or TikTok. I would maybe stick with Instagram or Facebook to get started. It offers some versatility, but TikTok's also a good platform. But I only want you to update one social media profile. And you're going to take a before screenshot of what your social media profile looked like, just the header, the bio piece. I don't need to see all the posts that you had. Maybe you want to share one post that you're like, oh yeah, I guess I was really spammy, or I had a lot of sales stuff up, or stuff asking and begging people for bookings with desperation language. And then take an after shot after you give yourself a little bit of a redesign or makeover, and show us what that looks like. And then number 3 is, I want you to think about what are 2 problems that you're going to focus on providing value with to start. What are 2 problems that your target market is having? Okay, that you have to go back to that target market. You have to keep your focus on that target market. And how are you going to focus on, what are the problems you're going to start focusing on providing value for? Okay, and we're going to go into next week a little bit more on how to this. Okay, right now you're identifying it, and then we're going to teach you how to start working with solving these problems next, and how you're going to attract people, influence people, and enroll people with your words, your posts, your videos, etc. So thank you guys for joining me on our next stop in Paris, France. Once you complete this module, make sure that you complete your problem set, post it in your training community, and that way you can collect your stamp for your prizes that are coming up. Remember, once you hit 3 destinations and collect 3 stamps, that's when you get your first prize. Okay, well, thank you guys so much for joining me. I cannot wait to see what you all do this week. And please let me know if you have any questions by dropping in the comments, and join me for our group coaching call so we can review this stuff as you need. Have a great one. Until next time.